Hey, what's up everyone? Doing another video today. I'm going to replace the factory battery, which I already had pulled out. The interstate lead acid battery that came, factory with the boat, to this lithium 100 amp hour 12 volt battery. It's a pretty neat battery because you can Bluetooth it to your phone and check the status, how much power you have, the percentage. And yeah, the only problem is this is a size 31. I think this was smaller, 24, 26. I'm not exactly sure, but I did measure it. I know this one's obviously bigger, but I'm gonna try to use that same tray. I'm gonna unscrew and pull it out, but I think if I just knock off one of those sides, I could slide it in there and then the strap will hold it. Could just alternatively just buy a new one, but I'm gonna see if I can use it first. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to keep it that same way if I have to turn the tray, the opposite way, just because it's a bigger battery. But I'm also going to be installing this little onboard charger. I had it hooked up just to top the battery off because they ship it at like 50%. So it is full. It's sitting at 99%. Just because I charged it like a week ago. It's just been sitting. But yeah, let me get that tray out and we'll take a look and see what we got going on. All right, so we got the battery tray out. Give you a good look at what the inside looks like. It's not a huge compartment, but it gets the job done. I've had, obviously with the battery in there, I've had 5 life jackets. It's tight squeeze, you kind of have to shove them in there, but it's not a terribly sized compartment. There were 4 of these little square bit self-tappers in there. Just ran it out with the drill. Another reason why I want this lithium is I could pick it up with one hand. It's incredibly light. But it looks like my idea might actually work. It's skinny enough to fit in that tray. I knew it was not going to fit all the way, but I think if I just take the Sawzall and just cut this off, I could fit the battery back in there. I mean, it won't be completely secure because I obviously will take one side off, but with the strap that goes on there, I think I can, tighten it down good enough. It's not like I go on big water that much. It's not going to bounce around too bad, I don't think. But I figure I might as well, excuse me, try to cut this off and see if I could use it. Because I'm probably not going to use it for anything else. And if it doesn't really work, then I'll just go get the right size. But yeah. Let me take one of these sides off. I could take the big side and just have it slid in there. That way it can't go forward or back. Maybe the better. Let me mess around with it a little bit and then I'll tell you what I come up with. All right, so this is what I ended up doing. Just took a little saw. Wasn't the right saw for the job. It's like a handheld power, like almost like a chainsaw for cutting tree limbs, but honestly, I don't really care what it looks like. It worked. I took off the corner because it kind of came in a hair, and I know the battery is perfectly just wide enough, so I may have to sand that down just a hair too. But then I made these little cuts down the middle. I'm going to take a little hammer and just pound them flat, pound them off. But yeah, I think there's a look for other corners. I'm going to have to, shape up that one a little more, but just so it would slide in perfect. Yeah, looks like I'll be able to use it. All right, here's the update. Sorry it's a little windy, but it's pretty dang smooth. It should slide right in there. Like I said, I was using this little power saw for tree trimming, but honestly, I didn't need to be perfect. I kind of just put it on its side and sort of trimmed over top of where these screws go, just to smooth it out a little bit. But yeah, not too shabby. I had other better tools, but the saw was just laying there. I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, should work just fine. Let's try her out. perfect. Yeah, it's gonna slide in there just fine. And I think it's a lithium battery. They're allowed to be bounced around a little harder than those lead acids. Not that I want it to be banged around, but I honestly think it's fine. That strap that goes over the top will keep it in there. I ended up going with the back side rather than the side, if that makes sense. Just because I thought having these two bigger sides will keep it in there a little better. But I'm gonna fire that thing back in there. Might hit it with the vacuum real quick. Looks like there's some metal shavings and stuff from the factory. Never cleaned that yet. But I'm gonna get that tray back in there. And I did test it out that this will fit. Hard to do one-handed, but it'll fit, and I could fit it sideways. But yeah, let me get it in there. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so I got everything hooked up. I wasn't exactly sure what the correct procedure was. I looked up online and said it didn't really matter, but I put the charger down first and then chilling motor on each side. I think the biggest thing is just to make sure it's tight, which it is. Kind of sweating. It's hotter than hell out here. But I was actually working from that side. I noticed the cord was where the wires were running to this side, so in order to be able to pull this out all the way, I moved over to the driver's side. But yeah, let me slide this in here and we'll take a look and see how it works. I'm still kind of trying to figure out if I should mount this or not. I was thinking about just setting it in there, honestly, but I may mount it. I also just don't love putting a lot of holes in the boat. Oh, also, I did vacuum that out, and if anyone's curious, I've only had this boat for a couple of weeks, but I just run the normal house sweeper. I find that it cleans the carpet really nice. Obviously, I got some stuff in here right now, but when I'm done, I'm just gonna run that over with the sweeper, and it cleans it really nice. I'll see about getting a shop vac, but I may just run the house sweeper for now. But let me get this in here and we'll take a look. Well, it fits nice in there. It doesn't really move around too much. I went to put the strap on and I realized I made a mistake because that strap runs underneath the that battery holder. So unfortunately I got to pull it out and unscrew that. But I'm just happy it fits good. Well, I figured before I actually put that strap in, I just pulled the battery to the side over there. And right before it starts to turn up here on the side, I just realized that you could fit 3 in there pretty easily. So if any of you guys are running 36 volt or 24, you could fit 24 comfortably, but 36 would fit just fine as well. Well guys, I got her strapped in. I'm gonna wait to actually mount that battery charger. I think I'm just gonna leave it in there for now, just save 2 holes in the boat. But yeah, fits really nice. If you guys are thinking about 24 volt, 36 volt system, you could easily fit 3 group size 31s, you know, side by side. Or if you got a 36 volt, you could probably fit it in there. Yeah. I mean, obviously long ways, not sideways, but pretty nice little compartment. I've had 5 people on the boat with 5 life jackets, and it fits in there fine. But if you got a 24 or 36 volt, you may have to shove the life jacket somewhere else. But that's the boat. Got her hooked up. Gonna take her out here in a little bit. But yeah, thanks for watching. You can check out some of my other videos. I've installed the bigger Garmin up there, the Mercury SmartCraft Connect. Yeah, I think those are the only 2 I've done. I got a couple other things I'm working on. Keel guard, little cover for the windshield for those longer trips, and quick release mount for the Minn Kota. So might do one of those today. Obviously the windshield cover just goes on there, but might do one of the other 2 today. or save it for another day. But yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, like the video, check out some of my other ones, and let me know any other mods that you guys are doing to your trackers. Thanks for watching.